When someone is going through a challenging period, like a job loss or a personal struggle, it is essential to be supportive and understanding towards one another, and empathetic, obviously. Kindness in these moments can have a lasting impact.
Yeah, and kindness goes a long way, especially when you're going through something really hard like that. Imagine you're going through a hard situation and hearing someone say, well, this happens to everyone, don't make a big deal out of it. How insensitive, right? How
Not
hurt
more
would you
upset.
be? Exactly. It shows that they really don't care. Where's the empathy in that, you know? That expression, it really downplays the person's situation. And as I said before, it really shows a lack of empathy. Right? But if you wanted to be empathetic, saying things like, I know you're going through a tough time. And if you ever need to talk to someone or if you need or want any help, I'm here for you. This approach, it really shows that you genuinely care and you are there to support them and support them through whatever it is that they're going through.
Oh, well, that is very kind.
Yeah.
Generous, right? Kindness when offering support to someone who is ill would be, I don't know, maybe with thoughtfulness and empathy would be essential. Whether physically or emotionally vulnerable, using a kind tone and offering support can make a giant difference.
Yeah, especially because, you know, they're ill. They're not feeling well. You don't want to make them feel even worse. You know, they've already got a lot going on. You want to help make them feel better.
You want to be nice.
Yeah, and you don't want to make them feel bad. So saying things like, I heard you were sick, what happened? You know, it's overly curious, it's intrusive, and it can actually make that other person feel very uncomfortable. You know, you don't need to know that information. It's not going to help you. But to be, you know, sensitive about, you know, their sickness, you could say, well, I'm sorry to hear you're unwell. I hope you recover soon and let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Imagine hearing that when you're sick, you know? It expresses genuine concern while respecting the other person's privacy. They're able to tell you more if they want to.
Okay, well, when offering condolences when someone's loved one passed away would be empathy and kindness are paramount in these situations. Your words should be sincere and considerate and comforting.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we do have loved ones that do pass away, and you know, sometimes life isn't able to stop for those situations, and so we have to be very sensitive of people who are grieving. So we want to make sure we aren't saying things like, well, how did they die? You know, what happened? This can become this comes across as very invasive and insensitive. You know, you don't want to have them have to relive that memory and that trauma. But to be sensitive
Also, they don't owe you an explanation.
Exactly. And to show, if you want to be empathetic, you can say, well, I'm so sorry for your loss, and I'm here for you during this difficult time. So don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. You know, I'm here for you. As we said before, it shows empathy, it shares in their grief, and it offers support without being intrusive.
Additional tips for these situations would be: number 1, be genuine. Offer sincere and heartfelt condolences or support. Number 2 would be keep messages short and meaningful. Avoid long conversations, and short and meaningful messages are more often comforting. Number 3, offer help. Say things like, if you need any help, I'm here for you. And number 4, respect their grieving process. Allow them to space and time to grieve at their own pace. Don't force them anything.
That's it?
Sean, can you?
That's a sentence. Section 9. I like your dress.